Hey everybody, I'm Jack with Future Pastimes, and I'm a designer on the expansions for the classic Dune board game from Gale Force 9. In this video, I'm going to be talking about another power alliance, and this is the classic economy alliance between the Spacing Guild and the Emperor. Now, what makes this a powerful alliance, you may wonder? Well, it's spice. These are the two big economy factions in the game. It is not unusual for one or both of these factions to have 20, 30, 40 spice, sometimes even more. It can get absurd. And what does having so much spice allow you to do? Well, it allows you to fill up your hand with treachery cards. It allows you to ship a large number of forces. It allows you to dial very high in combat in advanced. And it gives you the freedom to fully revive. Now, both of these factions only have a free revival of one, but it's not a big deal because these two factions, more than just about anybody else, can afford to pay the 4 spice to revive 2 more. And if the Tleilaxu are in the game, they are often receptive to the idea of letting both of these factions revive up to 5 forces. And with the Emperor, of course, they can pay to revive an additional 3 forces beyond the limit. So it allows the Spacing Guild to send a large number of forces into a stronghold, spice dial very high, take the losses. The Emperor will bail them out in the following round. So that is what the the OG Economy Alliance really can do, is they can leverage their spice very effectively, and they can bring to bear a lot of their forces and basically outdial most of the other factions in combat. So if you get 10 Emperor forces in one stronghold and 10 in the other, likewise 10 and 10 with the Spacing Guild, all 20 of their forces onto the map, it's hard for other factions to beat them, even if they have the proper defenses and weapons to counter the leaders and protect their own leaders. That ability to spice dial so high and absorb the losses makes this a very formidable alliance for going for the win. So they can get into those 4 strongholds, and the Spacing Guild being able to go whenever they want, it's harder to stronghold block this alliance. So if the Emperor has traditionally gotten himself into Habanya Ridge, for instance, Harbanya Siege, and they've got their 10 forces there, they can then bide their time till the alliance happens and then drop the other 10 somewhere else, like Tabor or Arakeen, while the guild, usually camped out in Tuix, can then drop the other half of their forces into another stronghold at their leisure and basically outdial. And if they've got a full hand of cards, they usually do have a weapon or 2 or a defense to just sweeten the deal for them. So the guild, normally not much of a combat faction. Their leaders are not impressive, but again, they've got the numbers, and that's really what makes them formidable. So they don't even have to worry about the stall out victory going for turn 10. This faction can go for it as soon as they form the alliance. If they don't already have a lot of forces in the tanks, they just need to get those forces out and then drop them all down there. If you're up against 10, even 10 Spacing Guild forces in one territory, it is hard to win that battle short of a traitor call. So if you are in these factions, you're one of these factions in the game, this is a very attractive alliance to get into. And you don't necessarily have to worry so much about the voice and or prescience, even that combo together, which is normally very strong, one of the strongest alliance ability combinations in the game. Again, just the ability to have so many of your forces in a particular stronghold, and then to be able to afford to spice dial up to a 9, for instance. That's hard to beat. The other factions are like, oh, I'm dialing a 4.5. That's not going to help you. So there you have it. Let me know if you've encountered this alliance, if you were in this alliance, what you thought of it, how did you do? Share your stories about your brilliant victories or how you were able to successfully thwart the OG Economy Faction Alliance. in the comments. We always like to hear about those, and any other insights that you have about this alliance, feel free to share them. We always want to hear that as well. That's it for this video. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again soon.